Hello, Mr. Landendinger. Thank you for having me in your flat in Berlin.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, we met in Berlin, and I'm interested to know more about your company. Your company is called?
My business is called RPL Parfum. I'm doing fragrances, perfumes, home fragrances, and scented tubes, shower gels, and soap bars, and as well some accessories, leather accessories.
Okay. So, why do you call your company RPL?
RPL stands for Renaissance Perfume Lab, and it stands also for my initials RPL, Rupert Peter Landendinger.
That's cool. So, you are doing perfumes. Do you know, can you tell me how many different perfume notes do you have? How many smells?
We have in the moment 8 different perfumes, 13 scented candles, 6 diffuser and room sprays.
How do you develop your smells?
First of all, I'm inspired during my travelings, where I am in a spice market or Marrakesh or Istanbul or India or Paris or even Berlin, where I find my ideas.
And what is your inspiration to create your product?
My inspiration is a 70s, 80s classic French perfume with a modern Arabic twist.
And are there any persons which are really big inspiring you?
Yeah, there's for example the Sun King Ludwig XIV, and of course also I'm coming from Bavaria, Ludwig II.
Okay, so that's why also your packaging is a little bit looking like Renaissance style.
Well, the packaging is more Scandinavian clean design, white package, inside black. Then the bottle is black and the top is gold, which is of course coming a little bit from the Sun King or inspired from the Sun King.
So you also think that there are special smells in the world? So where are the best smells in the world? In which cities or areas?
My favorite smell is in India, in the town Delhi. The hotel is called Oberoi, or it's the Oberoi Hotel Group. And when I close my eyes and walk in there, there is this amazing jasmine smell coming through the hallway. And that's why I say when I close my eyes, because then I know I'm in the hotel.
How comes that you live now in Berlin?
I wanted to try a different city, and Berlin is a big, very international city.
And as you told me, you are born and raised in Bavaria. And what else did you do in your life before you start your company RPL Parfums?
When I moved from Munich, I moved to Stockholm. I worked for a fashion company, Marco Polo. My entire life I worked actually in fashion. Then I moved from Stockholm to Denmark, Copenhagen, where I worked for another brand, and then after that brand I worked for By Marlene Birger, which I co-founded also at that time. And then I thought, after so many years in fashion, I need to have a kind of a new experience. And then I thought, what should I do? I mean, I like best interior, perfumes, the whole mix. And since I'm obsessed with perfumes since I was 13 years old, I just thought maybe this is the best idea. I tried to do my own perfume line. I like all my perfumes, but in the moment I'm most myself inspired of the Rose Mystique.
Okay.
And it's changing because sometimes I use one a month, and then I use two during a day, and it's very different. But I like all my perfumes.
That's good that you love your own products, and I love it too. I must say they are unbelievable good, and they are like eau de parfum, so they smell really intensive, as I find. And I love also your packaging, which looks really nice. So can you say when a person uses a parfum, where is the best place to spray it on?
I mean, the best place to spray on is, of course, around your neck. Myself prefer to spray it on the clothes to even feel it longer and more intensive and better.
Okay. So now that you live in Berlin, and as you said, you love Berlin, which I'm really happy about it, can there also be like a perfume, RPL perfume, about the city Berlin, the smell of Berlin?
Definitely. I'm also very inspired of the castle in Potsdam, Sanssouci, and I have already been thinking about to find an idea what fits to this castle, and maybe beginning of next year I will plan a new perfume coming out, and maybe it's the one from Berlin.
Oh, that will be so great. I will use that for sure. And I can see now that I'm in your flat, which is really beautiful, I have to say, one of the most beautiful interiors I ever seen.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. And how it comes that you have such a passion for interior. What is important for you when you buy a new furniture or something for your apartment?
It's a developing process. I got through different styles during many years, and I'm buying my things during all my travel. I bring everything home. I buy it first, then I say I will find a way to get it home. And then I'm going everywhere, flea markets and auctions. Of course, I love the souk in Marrakesh, where all my basically carpets are from, and and auctions, online auctions, different versions where my interior came together.
And I can see on your table that you also have a favor for good books and picture books. So you are traveling a lot.
I'm traveling a lot, yes, and I like to travel.
You're a traveler.
I'm maybe cosmopolitan.
Okay.
To say it in the best way.
Yes. Are there special scents in your collection which are for women and for men?
Well, we do unisex perfumes, and there is, of course, a lot of perfumes for men, but also for women. But everybody has a different taste, a different skin. I think today it is not anymore man and woman. You have to try it and find out if you like it and choose after. And basically, most of the women in the moment are using the strongest, more man-oriented perfumes as the men.
Okay, so you say you have patchouli and tuberose in your perfumes, which are really special ingredients. How do you make it that a lot of people like these ingredients?
For example, the patchouli is always, it has this little bit back from the Indian 70s culture with all these scented sticks, which have been smelling very, very intensive and not so fantastic. But my patchouli is a more gentle, a more sophisticated patchouli. And right now it's also, even I didn't plan this in the trend, the patchouli ingredients.
This Eau de Amber, why do you think that is the most selling product?
Eau de Amber, or in general amber, is in the moment a very hot or interesting fragrance, which is liked from both men and women.
And generally, I'm also interested still in your person. Do you have some life goals or dreams which you want to accomplish?
Well, I want to do even better perfumes in the future. Just started. I developed my home even further, traveling. There's so many countries I still haven't seen, or cities, and then I like to eat good food, and that's my dreams.
And as I get to know you even better now, I think you are kind of a gentleman, like a grandeur, like a world traveler. And can you tell me, for other men who are watching, what does a man need to do to be a gentleman and really have a good, I don't know, like success in the woman world? How can you give some tips for that?
Read the book Mr. Knicke.
Mr. Knicke, so you think good behavior is the key?
Yes, I think it's the key, and I think it's very important to be a gentleman. So many men are not anymore gentlemen.
Oh my God, your words in God's ear. So I thank you for having me, Mr. Landendinger.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye.